Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever and whenever you happen to be watching this is in Tokyo, coming at you with some more Little Big Planet 3. Gotta get my freaking tags working, because it's Little Big Planet 3, and that's just the way that it goes. Give me a second. Bigu Planeto 3. Hi. Alright, that's sorted. That's good. And get on the mod view, and then it'll be good to go. It'll be just as though the stream just started, and I wish I could do this before the stream started, but that's what Twitch is like, and Twitch is just gonna be that way. We're just screwing around for an hour while we get the I can't talk. There's no talking, apparently. I have no ability to talk, and that's okay. That's okay. I don't have to talk. What is this talking thing? Why do you not... Are you... Oh, because did I accidentally make you... No? What's your issue? What is your malfunction? I just want to make sure that, like, that's all hidden is the thing. I don't think that's a big ask. I think it's a little ask. Oh, right, because now it's not defizzed anymore. Okay. I still feel like it's not... I feel like the sizing is off. I guess it doesn't have to be perfect. It can be imperfect. Imperfect things are beautiful too, or so we are told. Oh, Holly! Gives normal gummies to everyone at the Fae rave. The party goes off anyway because we're all 2 inches tall and the gummy is watermelon sized. I love it. I love it. Alice, lovely to see you as well. Are you prepared for the evening's, extravaganza? Hopefully you are well. Life is not giving you too much trouble or hardship. I really, I need to take a train ride. Because I had an idea, and I want to do this idea, but I feel like I need some picture references, and that would be much easier if I were actually on a train. What is not defizzed? I need you all to be defizzed? I guess these are gonna have to be farther back. And probably, honestly, maybe not that tall. I feel like these could be a little bit shorter, and it would be okay. In fact, it would be optimal because I'm gonna want to have windows that are visible. That's kind of the whole point of what we're doing. I don't know how much of this I'll get made in the hour that we have, but we'll see. More of these. Well, okay, leave it ungridded for right now. My voice is a wee bit crunky, and I hate it, but it is the truth. I feel like I should give that as a heads up. I know that you tend to do a lot of the heavy lifting in the roundtable, and I'm not going to leave that entirely to you, like, on your shoulders. But I am a little bit, like, my voice is a little bit crappy tonight, so I kind of apologize for that. Oh, that's like way too much though. We didn't need to go that hard. I don't know. I don't know. Try to get this up here. Okay, good. I was worried that it had gotten too degridded. But I guess that's okay. Not what we wanted? Ah! Why is this so difficult? Why am I so hapless? I mean, I guess I am, kinda, so I guess it makes sense, but... Put you right in the middle here. Like that. And I should set up a camera just so that I can kind of get an idea of what exactly we're looking at. Probably have the camera here, and I don't even know if this is going to be a thing. But I had an idea like a couple weeks back, and I'd like to see if I couldn't get it to work. I mean, I'm not gonna have like even a working model by the end of an hour, but just to kind of get a bit of an idea. Nope, 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 nope. You can go to 55. And we need the controllers to not be disabled. We need the hold time to not be on. See, because I want, like... I want... like, the TV to be fairly on screen. But I still want windows and, like, noticeable what's going on behind those windows. Oh, GP! It is lovely to see you! How you doing? We are, I don't know entirely what I'm making at the moment. I mean, I've got an idea, but I don't know if it's going to work out the way I'm envisioning it. I'm pretty well as I can be, I suppose, given the state of the world as it is right now. A bit tired from work, but that's kind of an all-the-time thing. How are you doing? Well, I mean, you said you're doing good, but, like, hopefully life is being pretty kind to you. I imagine you also have a lot on your plate. Now, I don't need to make the full train car, which is good, because that would be a whole kind of pain in the butt, I'm pretty sure. just need enough to make it clear that it is a train car. Probably old glass, I think. Well, I don't know who's moved into my apartment building, but they're real loud. Like, they're stompy, and I don't know why. At least they're not practicing, they are, like, quite stompy, and I don't get it. Like, I don't think I've ever had stompy neighbors before. At least they're not practicing opera. I've had an opera practicing neighbor before. It was... I would rather have the white zombie than the opera, honestly. It was weird. See... I do wonder about using glass for this. I've been trained to be as quiet as possible since I was a kid. I mean, that's a whole mood. I understand that quite well. Alice says, I have a neighbor that's been drilling for 7 years. I feel like you've mentioned that before. I feel like you've said something about that before. What are they drilling for? Are they drilling for oil? I do go around doing silly voices a lot. I mean, we appreciate silly voices in this house. He's a drummer making a sound wall thing, and he always fails. How can you fail for 7 years? I'm concerned. Like, you think at some point that he would just, like, I don't know, hire someone? What's this look like now? Okay. We're gonna have like a little bit of ceiling, not too much, but a little bit of ceiling here. We'll have like little advertising posters here. And what I want to do is I want to see if I can't make like a view from the train window. I think that would be pretty cool. Now, we should try to figure out... Oh, Des, lovely to see you, as always. I hope that you're very well. Hope that life is being kind to you. It's not giving you any kind of garbage. Because you don't need garbage. That's no fun. Garbage is no good. I mean, unless it's the banned garbage, in which case, they're fantastic. But, probably not, right? This down a little bit lower. Yeah, I mean, I didn't do the background. The background is the DC background. This is just a little bit of a train car. I'm working on a new blue screen. Okay, so it looks like we could have things... Probably, if I make them appear around here, that's probably safer. Bring you over a bit. Doesn't have to be super far. And we're going to change you in the we could change into old glass because we've already got that on the table, so to speak. It's going to be invisible anyways, but there's no reason to add like a new material if we don't need one. Boring yet healthy lunch for you today. I'm glad it was healthy, and you know, boring's not the worst thing in the world. Alice, I feel like you like Metallica a lot more than you're willing to let on. And specifically that album. You just like saying anger. God. Alright. Now, do I mean, I probably should have the glass as a runner, but I don't need it. And we want some city pieces. That's probably okay. And we'll just do these out of cardboard right now, just to kind of get an idea of the effect. Now, if the train is on the second story, then the windows are going to be like pretty big. Like the pieces are going to need to be pretty big. Oh fudge. Oh, the music didn't turn off, but I do definitely need to turn this off. It's got the Saint of Anger. But it's got that TikTok song, and that song's no good. Well, I mean, if we're gonna just do something that looks like city, TikTok fanatic. Are you gonna sing the whole song for us? Oh, TikTok frantic. Why though? It's such a crappy lyric. It's so gosh darn goofy. Now we need... It's like... I guess we're gonna need, God, like we need a bunch of pieces for this. We want the opacity tweaker because we don't want to, well, hopefully we should never see the glass, but we definitely super don't want to see the glass. Any grav tweaker? Set it to damping 10. Gyroscope. That goes up to 100. We probably ought to put all these material bits we can put in here just to keep them out of the way. God, my voice is so trashy tonight, I hate it. Everybody at work, as usual, is coughing. Nobody, as usual, is wearing a dang mask. I hate it so much. Why am I so far away? Make you a nice soft blue. Now we're gonna need, for our destroyer, we can make that red. that'll go... Oh! You silly goat. You put in the material tweaker and you didn't actually tweak the material. We want to get rid of audio. Yes. Because things are going to be crashing. You're going to get impact sensor. Include rigid and include touching. Needs a tag, and the tag is destroy. Remind me when we get around to like the 40-minute point or so, and I'll go over into the other set that I made, and I can show that to folks because it looks pretty neat. We just want you to disappear. Much like iconic Metallica Reload hit, I disappear. Wait, was that Reload? I don't remember. I think it might have been post-Reload. Because it was for like one of the Mission Impossible soundtracks. Now for you, we're going to need tag sensor. Tag sensor is going to be speed. And we're going to set you to signal strength. I think that's all we need for that. That's going to wire into a mover. And the mover's gonna be -12. I'm eating wonky carrots. They taste actually a lot better than the straight ones. I mean, it's often been said that straights have no taste, so... Us! Hive, lovely to see you. Hope you're doing really well. Hope that the life is being kind to you with the tricks and or things. Now you are... You're a wonky carrot? Love to hear it. You go to speed skill. You're not very orangey though. You're going to be -20, and this goes to 100, 100. So I'm no longer buying into the marketed norm that straight veg is better. I mean, that's good, because, I mean, veg is veg. When it comes down to it. Carrots can be a lot of colors. This is true. I've seen purple carrots. I've never eaten a purple carrot, and I'm very disappointed by that fact, but I have seen them. Purple carrots are good. Someday I'll have the opportunity to partake in the purple carrot goodness. They've got a deeper, earthier flavor. That sounds fancy as fuck. I would like to have a deeper, earthier flavor. Maybe? I don't know. I'm not sure what that would mean in relation to, like, myself. In the UK, only straight good-looking veg are priced higher, and seen as better. They are not. I mean, if you're gonna be chopping them up and putting them in the curry, I kind of feel like, you know, it ain't gonna matter how straight they are. They're gonna be curry. Mori and I get multicolored carrots at the market, and they're so floral when they've been grown for taste rather than bulk. I remember you saying that. I remember you mentioning your farmer's market extravaganzas? It sounds really lovely. Yet these wonky carrots are way more tastier. Even my kids noticed. See, the kids know. Is your farmer's market, like, is it a weekly deal? I guess it must be, right? Started eating whole carrots. Fuck yeah. You gotta eat your carrots. They're important. They're full of, like, the beta carotene and also the alpha carotene. Possibly even the omega carotene, but I haven't checked. Well, it could be. It wasn't, but it could be. I only vaguely know, like, what ABO is. Like, it comes up every now and then on the tumblers. We can go only fortnightly. We have Pathfinder on alternating weeks, and it'd be too much rushing. That's fair. Slay the Spire has an alpha, a beta, and omega card, and I ruined the game for a person who streamed it a lot by pointing that out. But did they recognize the meaning? Did you ask them what they were doing at the Devil's Sacrament? They recognized the meaning. Womp womp. Let's see. This is gonna be. How does this work again? Emit 1. I mean, I don't think we need to do that, but I'm gonna set something up here, just in case I do the emitters a different way. Our local market is an Asian family who sell veggies, and they're always real good. A lot cheaper, too. Damn straight. I might be using that to trigger the emitters. But for right now, I think we're just gonna have it set. Oh, Chronos! Lovely. You know what's fucked up? No betas in the Omegaverse. Wait, what, really? I thought that was like the whole... The alpha, beta, omega thing? That was the whole thing? And fucking? Like lots of it? How you doing, Chronos? Lovely to see you as it always is. I hope that you are super well. There are only alphas and omegas. That doesn't seem right. Crud, I can never get these on the right layer, and I hate it. Like the movie series. Wait, there's a movie series? Did I do this right? Clearly not. Oh, wait, what are you doing? What are you doing way over there, my friend? That's not right. I hate that for us. Oh, and it's gonna just keep on building them. Alpha and Omega is bad CGI film for kids about Wolf, Romeo, and Juliet that got like 6 sequels? What the hell? Is that necessary? Did we need that? Also, the phone call went well. Conclusion basically was finish the meds, follow up with an x-ray, and hopefully the pneumonia fucks off. Kronos, that makes me so fucking happy, I don't even know what to say. I love that that's the good news that you got. I hope that your health continues to stay stable. Also, I realize I completely forgot to set up the destroyer. And that is goofy. Bad news is I didn't draw anything for January. I kind of feel like I really want you to go easy on yourself about that on account of, like, hey, you've been sick. Like, it's okay to go easy on yourself. I will insist it. Forget to set up Destroya. I gotta have the Destroya. Or else, we'll just have things crashing into themselves. It'll be like a Dave Matthews Band song, but probably better. Have to see the iconic Heisei era Godzilla villain destroyer. I wonder if I've seen Destroyer. I bet my forensics professor had it in his office. Okay, now let's try to get this to actually emit where it's supposed to. This is the one thing I hate about emitters, is I can never get them where they're supposed to frickin' be. Oh, so my forensics professor, he was an interesting chap. His office, and he was a longtime professor, so he had like a corner office, and it was huge. You know, standard bookshelves all over, tables covered in bones, because they had recently dug up a potter's field, and he was having his graduate students, like, thesis project was going to be to determine the ages and sex of all of the bones that they found and try to put them, because they were all jumbled up, you know, it was just like thrown in the ground. But his bookshelves, along with being covered with books, were also covered with Godzilla figurines, like hundreds of them. And when you would go to his office to get help on whatever you didn't understand for class, before he would answer your questions and do his job as an academic advisor, he would quiz you on the fucking Godzilla figurines. He'd be like, this one here, who is this? And you'd be like, I don't know. And he'd be like, it's Space Biolante. It's what happened when Godzilla was thrown into a cosmic cloud in space. And I'd be like, oh, I should be taking notes on this shit. Like, he was super cool. He was very, very cool. And despite the fact that he had been a medical investigator and medical examiner, he unfortunately worked a lot with the cops because, you know, that was his job. But he was at least very upfront about the limits of, like, what you can do with forensics. And even at the time, like, we hadn't gotten deep into the, like, CSI, I don't think even had come out yet. But, you know, still you had, like, a lot of shows and movies that would have bullshit about what forensics can do and how much you can determine from a dead body. And he was pretty adamant that, like, that was all garbage. So I did appreciate that from him. He was a really, really good professor. He was very, very cool. Cronus says, I can't promise I'll be here the whole stream. I can guarantee I'll be here till the 2-hour mark, since that's when I can lie down. Cronus, you are welcome, as always, to be here as long as you can. We always love having you. Oh, you silly, silly goat. You forgot to put them on infinite lifespan. Alright, so let's see how this looks. You ever think about how there's both Space Violante and Space Godzilla? I mean, if you got one, you gotta have the other. Alright, so clearly the emitter's gonna have to come down more. And I'm gonna want more layers. I'll definitely have different building types. Like, this is just to make sure that it's vaguely working. Not to be confused with Mechagodzilla. Who could confuse them with Mechagodzilla, though? Like, I feel like that's impossible. Why are you still up so high? Oh, there you go. Alright, now if we put... I think we'd want a ramp. See, the problem with using ramps as building materials is, like, they never line up right. Do you mean Godzuki? I feel like you mean Godzuki. Wait, Godzuki is not Godzilla Jr.? What is this? My whole life is a lie. Let's go, please. Godzuki's from the Hanna-Barbera cartoon. I've been lied to. Godzilla Jr. is Godzilla in the live-action films. Okay. Which Godzilla is the trans one? From that one, like, little, the Godzilla, brain, would you work with me? Somebody did, like, a little stop-motion animation thing. Like, God, it must have been years back by now, but with trans Godzilla? Yeah, that's, you know the one I'm talking about. All Godzillas are trans. I mean, they very well might be. I'm not averse to that. Wait, why are you orange? You're not supposed to be orange. You might end up being gray, but you're definitely not going to be orange. See, they're never lining up right. I hate it. Maybe it won't matter, but it probably will. And it's going to make me upsetty. Godzillas can fire beams, and as we all know, that's a sign of being on cross-sex chromosomes for 6 years. It better be. Oh, I guess that kind of works. Like, I'm gonna need these to be longer so that they line up right. That kind of works. We could do with that. I'm halfway to beams, and I'm so ready to rave. Are you gonna have, like... Will you get, like, your own Unst 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 soundtrack? Because I feel like you gotta have your own Unst 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 soundtrack. That feels very important. See, but they're just like... They're going at the same speed is the problem. So we're gonna have to make a second one of these. I'm gonna have to do it quick because I do want to look at the other set before I go on break. Because when I come off of break, we're gonna be doing the roundtable. Alright, we'll change your material just so that it's a little bit more obvious. God, that is such an ugly material. Why are you so ugly? And you're gonna go a little bit slower. It's very question mark-esque. Honestly, it should be ashamed. MM should be ashamed. Have you ever played Tomodachi Life? I have not. We do have a community member who is a big fan of it. But I missed out, unfortunately. I heard it's really cute, though. Okay. Like, this works. I like this. I definitely want to have more, I'd want more, differentiation in the buildings, of course. Like, I'd probably have to set up on random. I don't know about the screen. Because, like... Where's my character? I need to be here. Because I feel like if I'm going to be using this for, like, blue screen presentations, I feel like the screen should be a bit bigger. Yeah. Probably want to have like some straps in the front, hanging down a bit. And really, if it was going to be like a real train, there'd be a bit below the screen but above the window where like people could put bags. But I don't want to take that space up, so I think I have to just accept the fact that it's not going to be like a perfect one-to-one. you might create its hunger system in LBP3. I'd have to take a look into that because I'm not sure really what that system looks like. Dennis has recently bought a 3DS as my ancient DS Lite is on its last legs. New 3DS XL version, been playing some of my older retro games on it. Simple is best. I already like what I'm looking at for what it's worth. I like it a lot too. I definitely want to mix up the buildings a little bit more, but to give it like more of a city feel. But yeah, like I think as a proof of concept, it's pretty solid. I don't know what I would use this set for, because I wouldn't be, I don't think this is a set that I would have a character presenting in. I think it would be purely stuff that's on the screen, because the sizing would be a bit tough to get to work. I'd have to size the train car down a lot more. Oh, Hirunda! Lovely to see you. And Alice saw a clip of that Mufasa movie, and it's bad. Extremely lifeless filmmaking. It'd make for an amazing BRB screen for a PC streaming sub. That it would. Like, I feel like you could do something with that. Oh, I should have, like, I'm gonna go to the toy train set, and I don't think the camera's close enough to really show you my new sack thing, my sack bot. I mean, it's not anything particularly thrilling, I think, but it's kind of neat. How the fuck do you get Barry Jenkins and then have him in a movie this lifeless looking? I don't know who Barry Jenkins is. I finally saw a clip of the dreaded song from the Emilia Perez movie. It's worse than I thought. And must be really bad because it looks awful. Oh shoot, I gotta go into play mode or else you're not gonna be able to see the Moonlight Director. Okay, I'm vaguely familiar with Moonlight. Not super familiar with, but so even though this sackbot is much larger than the normal sackbot, it has the ability to switch emotions. I only put in 2 tiers of emotions instead of the full 3 because honestly I kind of find like 3 different sets of emotion, 3 different emotions for each like branch is kind of annoying to work with when I'm recording because I always forget to do it. But they do cycle correctly, and that made me really happy. It was a bit of a thing to get working, to be honest. We're in the process of repairing my dad's work from home workstation PC turned family gaming tower, ordered replacement parts today. That sounds super exciting. Kronos, you might recognize the sound here, because you helped me design it. I love this set. This set is like really good. I'm gonna have to do that silly no beta review just so that I could use this. To be honest, I help more than I realize, so it all blends together sometimes. Like, you help a lot, honestly. But this was when I was trying to do that, like, I wanted to do that long series with, like, the train that was going through each of the different story mode biomes. And you helped me get the sound working on it because I didn't really have any idea of how sounds work. Hidunde, yes, please. I am super up for any suggestions. Apparently, people found extremely bigoted tweets from the lead actress of Emilia Perez, and it's really bad. A horribly bigoted movie has horribly bigoted star? This is my shocked Pikachu face. Bigoted about the Oscars, no less. Bigoted about the Oscars? Like the whitest thing there could be? I guess. I suppose. I got the collector back there for you, Kronos. I don't know if you noticed, but that's for you. It's also for me, but it's for you. Um, Anti-black racism, Islamophobia, and xenophobia. Holy shit, she's going for the hat trick. Why? Why? I would... And she has takes about COVID. Holy shit. I would hope that people would be decent. That is my heart's desire, is that people would just be fucking decent. But barring their ability to be decent, it would be nice if they could be fucking quiet. The train should make more of a clickety-clack when moving on the rails. Right now it's more of a thump-thump. Okay. Could you possibly suggest a sound effect that might, like a couple of sound effects that might hit that note? Because if I have to pick the sounds out, I will fail terribly. Thump-thump trains be heavy. Where is my sound? I think this is the... Okay, that's a stopping sound. One of the metal impacts would do the trick. Okay. Right now we've got a blended sound of book heavy and big impact. So I guess we would change the big impact to a metal impact. Probably not that one though. Has to be a hard sound that doesn't echo since the tracks are fastened to the ground. Like that? That's a good start. Let me peel this out. I recall using Metal Impact 2 for a train thing I tried. Okay. Holly, it was lovely having you here as always. I hope that you have a wonderful time at the market. And we look forward to seeing you again in the future. I'm learning about this new FKA Twilight's album, and it seems good, but why is there a song with Kanye West's daughter who's like 10 rapping in Japanese about Jesus? I don't even know where to start with that. That's kind of a cool noise, though. I don't know if that's the noise that you were thinking of, but... You're getting ready to rap in Japanese about Jesus any moment now? I could not begin to describe how little I am ready to rap about anything in Japanese, but definitely not about Jesus. Also, it'll sound better if the sounds is shorter too. Although it might have to play with the volume so it's less annoying. Oh, so like I could... Well, we're already at 20% on volume. 20% and 15%. See, the one thing that really makes this tricky is that, well, I guess we're getting that effect right now though, because I'm talking. Because when I record, it prioritizes the voice. The sound should be muffled since there's a lot of insulation, but LBP isn't capable of doing that. What if I bring these down to 10? And bring this down to 15? The sound occurs when the wheels bounce on connections between pieces of track, and the train was going pretty fast. That makes sense. I mean, the speed is variable, because the speed will be... it's going to be taking input from this baby here, and by baby, I mean tag sensor. I mean, I guess we could test it out. I liked it when the sequencer was longer, lower frequency, but that's just me. Well, we can give it a quick try, and then I'm gonna have to go on break so that I'm not cutting too deeply into our roundtable. Yeah, I'm gonna be going on break like really super quick. I just want to give this a quick listen in action. Do you have the picture that I made? Yeah, I've got it somewhere. Fudge, where? Wait, didn't I send it to you? Don't you have a copy? Because it might be tough for me to dig up. Alright, let's give this a quick listen, and then I'm going to go on the break. Please don't crash. It would be super cool if you did not crash. Excellent. Alright. So that's what she sounds like. Oh, you found it? Sweet. I'll let y'all think about how that sounds, but I am gonna have to go on my break, and when we come back, we will be doing the round table. Now, because Alice is going to be handling the streaming on its end, this will go to blue screen for a little bit. I don't want anybody to panic. We will be coming back in about 10 minutes. But that is the plan. I hope that some of y'all, I hope all y'all do stick around for our round table. And yeah, but do my quick wave, and we are going on break now. And we're back. Hopefully back. Maybe back. Don't know what happened. Sometimes things happen, and that's just the way it goes. Hopefully nothing too concerning. What should we work on? I don't know, like, I mean, we can work on the sound, but I feel like that's of limited utility right at the mo. Maybe playing around a little bit with the train testbed for right now. Also, I'm live, but it's not giving me any stream information. Twitch, don't be weird. Twitch, don't be weird. Twitch has always got to be weird. I swear to God. But we're going to be doing LBP for the rest of the stream, and we'll figure out what we will or won't be doing with the round table in the future. Hopefully we'll be able to come back to it, but I just realized I wasn't on mod view this whole time. That's a mood. Like, that happens. Don't worry about that at all. Because I do that too. Um, now let's see. We want we want to do a couple of things here. First off, we want to make sure that we're not going to accidentally glue things that we don't want to be glued. We're going to want to and I think we want to turn off for right now these emitters. That's like the floor, so I need to be a little bit careful there. No, not a timer. Don't be goofy. At least we didn't have any, like, we only had the one bot, and I got that sorted, so not too much of an issue with you not being on the mod view. Oh, for fudge sakes. I need both of these microchips to be open. Thank you very much. Why have you stopped? Oh, wait. Oh, fudge. Oh, did something get weird? Why are these not dying? That's kind of wild. There we go. I didn't even notice that they weren't disappearing. Womp womp. Okay. So we got that sorted. We're gonna want this doesn't need to be as long as it is, but I always make things a little bit longer than necessary just to be on the safe side. Make sure that these are connected. I think, is everything, okay, well everything's one piece now. I mean, not One Piece, the anime, of course. And we're gonna want we could use sticker panel, that's fine. It's gonna have to be static. One of the problems with having like the background where it is that I can't necessarily tell where the floor is. So why don't we sort that while we're at it? Just so I know not to, like... The floor is there? Really? Holy crap, wait. Yeah, I guess it is. Oh, because... Right. I know why that happened. Alright, because we're gonna want a little bit of a bob. Honestly, I should probably move everything up and then just adjust the background to fit. Us! Jelly beans! I'm almost through this cold. It's been a journey. Have you been sick this whole time? I mean, I'm super glad to hear that that you're getting through it, but that's kind of worrisome. But also, like, everybody and their mom has been sick, and I hate that. I would like everybody to be a little bit less sick. About 5 days. My cat has been my helper. Okay. I don't know why I thought that you'd had a cold longer than that, but I did. But I'm glad that you're getting through it. I think we want this relatively high, and we could set the speed to adjust to the speed of the train, which might be kind of neat. Let's see how that... Oh, and this all has to be... See, what I'm hoping is because I've set the... I've glued the camera to the train wall, I'm hoping it'll look like the background is bobbing up and down, and not the actual, like, train and screen. I can't tell if you're actually moving. It should be. Oh. Is there anything else that was set to static? Wait, are you actually receiving... Oh, wait. Here we go. That didn't fix it. What is set to static? Or maybe I'm just not noticing because it's moving too slowly? Because we do have, there should be currently 50% speed strength. But you're definitely not moving. Why are you not moving? This is at the speed, right? Oh, you goober. Okay. Alright, I feel like goobertastic. This was up at like 67, I think. Alright, so it's definitely moving. So now let's see if my theory is correct. then I think I want to move... Let's see, as things move into the background, would they appear to be a little bit higher or a little bit lower? Or would it really matter? It might not super matter for right now. A friend is going to have top surgery, and their family is trying to talk them out of it. Any advice how they can explain the necessity to their concerned family? I guess partly it, like, is their family actually concerned, or is their family, like, douchey? Because I feel like those are two very different conversations. I think they generally care, but this. I mean, this comes from fear, concern. I would guess, because I haven't had to go through this, because I think my family is just like, you just do whatever it is you need to do. You're a grown-ass woman, like, if you can pay for it. Which is nice, but it does mean I didn't need to build up too many argument chops. But I suppose I would start off, if it's coming from like genuine concern and fear, I would start off with going into the surgery itself and discussing how it's a known quantity, it's something that's being done for a long time with success. Like, it's not anything experimental, it's not anything doctors wouldn't know how to do or that there would be unusual complications from. They don't understand why it's necessary. But, and this is kind of like a question mark, not a statement. Like, do they understand that, for example, HRT was necessary? Now, I don't know if your friend's on HRT, but it feels to me that this would be the natural outgrowth of that. Okay, two things. One really quick to help you with the AI response. Put fucking in your Google query. Like, what is fucking top surgery, for example? The AI doesn't seem to deal with swearing, and it will not give you AI responses if you have a swear in your query. It's pretty great. Two, top surgery most commonly refers to breast reduction surgery that trans men get, although it can also refer to breast enlargement surgery that trans gals get, but generally most of the time, and from the context of this conversation, it would be breast reduction. You can also end your query with -AI. Okay. I didn't know that that would work, but that's pretty damn cool. I told him that he knows himself best and he's on T. Like, in that case, like, if his family is already accepting of that aspect of medical transition, then I think if it were me, then I would be trying to introduce this as, well, this is another piece of medical transition. I got on T because that was something that was necessary for me, and this is the next step. Kronos, you've got a better eye than I do. Also, you do as well, Jilly. Would you say, in this scene, does it look like the screen is moving, or does it look like the buildings are moving? I mean, in an up and down sense? Because I want the impression of the bobbing of the train, but I super do not want the screen to move. Like, I want the screen to be framed, if that makes sense. Basically, yes. And I was hoping if I glued the camera to the train, that it would give the impression that the things outside were moving. But I think that I am incorrect at that. I think I'm going to have to make the building pieces go up and down. I might be overthinking, but I'm pretty sure doing both is physically impossible. See, the thing is that, like, if the screen moves, then every time the screen moves, I'm going to have to put a keyframe in the edit so that the chroma key is tracking the movement. And let me tell you, that's a pain in the ass. No, you're okay, and I think you're right. It's just, it's really hard for me to judge. It's 2 hours and 4 minutes. Cool beans. That'll give me just enough time, I think, to... Thanks for the words. He's really close to this family, and having him question this has him in his head about getting them on board. I hope that it's helpful. Like I said, this is one thing I'm very glad that I haven't had to deal with, but it also means that I don't necessarily know how I would field those questions. But ultimately, he's doing it with the they'll have to deal attitudes. Well, honestly, it's probably the best. Alright, let's try this. We'll make these one piece, like the cartoon. He's a young adult, so his family still seem to think they have a say in these things. That sucks. Like, there's enough that he's got going on in his head to also have to kind of manage their expectations. even if they're well-intentioned, it's like, that's just kind of a lot. Is this actually attached to both? Okay, it is. Then, what we're gonna do... I guess we can put you here. And that's gotta stay immobile. Those are fine. Get our piston in. Get our war on. And I guess we don't need this anymore. Yeah, because that's going to stay solid there. So we can just gaffle this. And you're going to get set to speed. I think that's... because, like, we don't want a huge bob. Because that would look really weird. So I think maybe we can go with this for right now. And let's see what, like, an 8 does. Are you moving? That's good, that's good, that's good. Why? Are you moving? I cannot tell. I hate it. I can never... I can't read. Signal strength, invert output, no. Detection range infinite, that's all fine. I didn't accidentally glue these to these, did I? Nope. Also, that was a mistake. Why you no go up and down? No, you're super not moving though. What is your issue? Because I want to take my break, but I want to see if this works before I take my break. Okay, that's not the problem. Did I accidentally... Oh shit, I know what I did. I think I glued these to the ground. Womp womp. I would like to erase some sticker material, thank you. What just happened? What is the issue here? Why you no move? Why you no move? Do I need to erase more sticker material? Because I will. There you go. Hot damn. Okay. Now let's see if this works so that I can go on break. Alright, there is definitely a little bit of up and down there. So let's see what it looks like from inside the train car. I don't know if it's really noticeable. Are the movers moving slightly downward as well? Should they be? I did it for demos so I could freely change the elevation. Well, I mean, I've just got the movers moving in a left direction. Should they also have a little bit of, like, up-down speed? I put them moving down a little so they would always be touching the track, even if the track moved down. Okay. I mean, but the track isn't moving. The track isn't actually really there. I mean, it's not there acting as a track. I don't know if that makes sense. It's mostly just so that I kind of have a rough idea of where they're supposed to be emitted. Alright, so there definitely is a change in height of the buildings. I guess it'd be more obvious if it wasn't this particular material that I'm using. But I guess you can kind of tell. I'm gonna have to think about that. Well, see, but that loops back to our problem is that if the interior is moving, then that means the screen is moving. And if the screen is moving, that means more work in the editing. And I want to have as little work in the editing as possible. because let me tell you, it's a pain in the butt. Um, if the camera is attached to the interior, the screen wouldn't move. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. That's why I was asking you before if the screen was moving up and down. Hilarious. I mean, at this point, you should just trust your gut, because I'm out of practice. No. Like, I don't want to dig on you. Like, I'm not meaning to make fun of you. I just found it really funny. I'm gonna move that back down, but I need to make some cuts, and I need to be able to see the top to do it. About that break. Oh shoot. Okay, you're right. You know, you're totally right. I gotta get on that break. Just gonna erase that cut. Okay, well I'm gonna do the cut, and then I'm gonna go on that break. Swear to God. So close. So close. Alright, I'm going on a break now. For real. Make the Joker? I can't make the Joker. That's way too difficult for me. But I could make a sign with the Joker. Welcome back, by the way, Alice. I hope things are going okay on your end. No reason... You don't have to elaborate now if it's not something you want to share on air, but... you know how to get in touch with me, of course. And I'm going to be on my break. I'll be back in 10. Alright, I am back, and, what are we doing? I still don't know about, like, that cut is almost what I want, but not exactly. What if I do it from, like, here? God dang it. I might have to just deal with the fact that they're not going to be... Oh my god, that's perfect. Hi, hi. Nope. Dang it. Oh, it's so close, but it's not. It's not there. No. But maybe if we bring it back down again. Oh no, that's really bad. Oh fudge. Right, to rewind past the cut, I'd have to rewind past the fix of the camera. Oh shit. Okay, don't know how I managed that, but, you know, we'll go with it. Alice, I'm gonna have to... I do want to ask, just for when I put the VODs up tonight, do you want me to put the VOD up of the roundtable that we got? Do you want me to hold on to that until we maybe do a full roundtable? Don't put it in the roundtable section yet. Okay. It's nothing too bad. Okay. You gotta stop doing it. That's like perfectly okay. That's not any kind of issue on to me. And I don't want you to feel bad about that. I don't know if you would feel bad about that, but I don't want you to feel bad about that. Like, it does happen. Alright, let's... bring this down a fair amount. And... maybe leave that at... maybe bring that to 2? Are you moving? Oh, you goober, you keep on forgetting to turn it on to the right setting. Oh, that's definitely not what we want. Oh, yeah. I'm thankful that I took my medication, depression medication today. I'm very thankful about that as well. I hate that you need it, but I'm glad that it's there. I'm feeling very well. This is good. This is what we want to hear. Alright, that's probably like too much of a bob, but like it does work. But I do think that it would probably make people motion sick. So let's bring that up a little bit higher. Yeah, we don't want like an airship quality. That's definitely not what we're going for here. On just like a slight bob. Nothing that's gonna make people throw up. Okay. Alright, that's kinda cool. I wanna check something out. Oh, you Uber. You did, didn't you? Oh no, I didn't. I was afraid that I glued it to the stand, but I think I did not. And I think that I'm gonna need to put that one back. Because otherwise it'll look like they're too close together. Okay. That ain't bad. Because now we get like the edges of the building a little bit. Now I'm gonna have like random pieces in, like I did with the garden set. So there'll probably be like some bits where there's just like maybe the tops of trees. But that there'll be larger gaps between the buildings. And I probably don't need the buildings to be as tall as they are. But I think as far as proof of concept, I think this is pretty good. Let's that's probably as tall as they need to be. So let's see how big that is. Because there's no reason to have more material on these things than there's really absolutely necessary. So first off, let's make sure that this is not going to have the top visible. Oh yeah, that's perfectly fine. Oh, fudge. You did a silly thing. So here's our building size. We don't need any bigger than this. Dunk. So we'll chop these off just right now. We can leave them running in the background. And heck, I might I don't know, I might keep these just as buildings that we can have on hand. But what can we do with you? First off, let's change you into just regular old cardboard. Oh, God, my neck is like really cracky. I hate that. Not a big fan. Make sure that you are defizzed. I mean, probably properly, all of this will eventually get defizzed, but... And we'll chop in some windows. One, two, one, two, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, are these actually balanced? Did I just balance these by eye? That's impossible, right? I gotta turn off that dang camera. Camera, you gotta go off. Go off, camera. I gotta keep an eye on the clock because I realize now that the elapsed time is not going to tell us the correct time. Did I? Oh, cool. I actually did that. Go! Now, I wonder, like, do I want windows or do I want glass? Weirdo. Get some sills in here. And I think we're going to want to make these a little bit shorter. That's probably enough. Oh, this is going to have to be off the ground, or else they're going to get stuck to the ground. Oh, fudge. That's not... There. That's better. Hey, Scott, what are you doing? Why are you being goofy? Why are you not lining up? And you're gonna need a top piece, but I do think I want these top pieces to be a little bit shorter. And we can get some of those little old school bricky bits. And you can see how much like the D-pad is getting wonky, and I hate it. It's not the D-pad, the D-stick. How do I always say D-pad? Where's my smoke puff? That felt very much like somebody from the 50s, like trying to do drug slang, and I assure you that was not the case. I was in fact literally looking for a smoke puff. How do you do, fellow kids? And then what's a good color for brick? I do love the red circles pattern, but I don't think that's what we want here. I guess we could go with this red square. And then maybe with a gradient over top of it. To briefly explain, my mother showed while we were talking to clean the windows in my room, and we got in an argument over it. Nothing bad or anything, but just like I didn't have the energy plus that. That's fair. Like, that's super fair. It's definitely a thing that I could see throwing you off your game. Despite my best efforts, I have to go to work. I hate that. But thank you so much for dropping by. I hope that you have a wonderful day at work. Preferably one that gives you 0% stress. I feel like that's kind of important. Oh, dang it. And hopefully one that's filled with safety. We're very, very big on the safety in this household. Medicine is making me feel better. I'm glad to hear that. And I'm glad to hear that you've got that on hand. As weird as that is to say, or maybe it's not weird. Maybe it should be a normal thing to say, and I just like feel weird because I'm weird. We're just gonna have to be weird together. It's the law. Yeah! And everybody knows how law-abiding we are in this house. If there's anything we're into, it's the law. Let's do the final roundtable stream on the last day of April. Okay. Oh, I think I caught as you said to scroll up. Okay. Yeah, we could definitely do that. I just have to make sure that I get it on my calendar, but like that's not an issue. I mean, it's not an issue to get it on my calendar. I feel like, I don't know, like I should have some lights. I don't know. If I use sticker panel, like that's gonna be... by the way, Yada Zayed has a video on Amelia Perez. I did see that on the YouTube recommends. YouTube, for once, is not being total garbage. I gotta watch that. I've watched a few of her videos, and they're pretty good. It's pretty good? Okay. See, that just goes invisible is the problem. Because I'm using the glass. Chronos, sticker panel is always invisible behind glass, right? I think it is. But what we could do... I only know about glass behind glass. Heard you like glass, so we put some glass behind your glass? Oh, but that's not gonna create light. Shoot. Oh, fudge. I mean, I could put lights in there and just have them trigger on and off randomly, but... I don't know, I worry about having... Like, I don't want to eat up the thermo too much on that kind of stuff, because I want to have that space for decoration. Like, for having different types of buildings and shit. But it would be... It'd be weird if there weren't any lights, like, when it was dark. Let's just add this to the mix. Yo, why are you down there? Why you gotta be like that? The Android playlist has a TikTok clone now. And it just re-uploads TikTok videos. That's... Oh, the Android Play Store. That's weird. Are they trying to get around the ban? It's where you download apps on the Android. I think they're just doing a clone. Okay. Weird energy, but if that's what gets him through the day, I guess. Sure. How much longer will you be streaming? About 9 minutes. Oh no, God no. Absolutely not. It's not a thing that you had control over? It's not a thing that was a problem? Like, I totally dig that that's just what happens sometimes, so no. Please hold your apology. I'm setting up the date to be April. Okie dokie. I am 100% down with that. Because that's where I'll hopefully be living in France. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. We are excited for the France living. It will be amazeballs. Why are you being weird? Like, you've got all the right parts, right? And there's only 2 minutes left, but I gotta crash right now. Kronos, please crash. It was wonderful having you as always. I am super glad to hear that you're... Oh, that's the problem. I'm super glad to hear that you are getting better every day. We are excited for your increase in good health. Why does this have to be a thing? Oh, I know why this is a thing. Let me know the schedule if you got one in DMs. Schedule for... Oh, just like what's coming up. Okay, no, we're all good. I'll let you know. Actually, you know, like, let's just destroy everything for like 2 seconds. We will destroy everything we touch. This should work now. This should be okay. Hi, you are not being okay. And I need you to be okay is the thing. There we go. Watch, it's not gonna spit up one anymore. There'll be no more there. Good. Oh, we got it. Okay. Okay. Like, I'm digging it. She says as it races by. Yeah, that works though. Like, it's definitely gonna need a lot more polish, but we're getting there. Considering that, like, we threw all this together in just an hour and a half, I think we're pretty okay with that. But we are getting really close to the end of the stream, so I'm going to start to put a ribbon on things. This was very good. Hi, Brain. Sorry, just like completely stopped there for a second. No, this was a really good stream. I know that things got a little bit wonky, but that happens sometimes when you're dealing with multiple people doing things live, and there's no problems or shame in that. The tentative schedule for the next roundtable, as Alice mentioned, will be at the end of April. The schedule for us is going to be mystery long form games starting from Monday. That will be the. Well, I don't know. What day is that? The 3rd of February? It's a mystery. It'll be exciting. Whatever game that we do, it's going to be exciting. Um, wow. I mean, a minor mystery, because y'all know, like, what the options are. Uh, but it'll be fun. I'm excited for it. And let me save this up and go to the pod. Alice, thank you so much. It is always wonderful to have you. We will be catching you next go around. I should have definitely turned off the emitters, but that's okay. But it does bring us to the end of our stream, and I'll ask you all, as I always do, to please be taking care of yourselves out there in the meat space. Make sure that you are getting all of the hydration and electric eels that you need. Make sure that you're getting at least one meal in a day. It doesn't have to be great food, but it does have to be food. If you've got medication, try to take those medications as close to schedule as your situation allows, but above all and overall, please do remember that you are important, you have value, you are loved. Got people out there that are rooting for you. They want you to have your best life. They want you to be safe and happy and know joy. And I'm one of those people, but I am only one of those people. There are many more. But that has to do it for us here this go about. So for me, this go here in Tokyo, to all of you out there, wherever you may happen to be, thank you, thank you. Arigato, arigato, sayonara, see you, and ciao.